right now we're gonna go tag in the outside of our business.
So I know how to draw stick figures.
It looks like a face.
We're the Villegas brothers.
We run a multi-million-dollar business where every week comes with new problems, new decisions, and a lot of chaos. This place their litter box.
Yeah, okay, cool.
If you've ever wanted to see what that looks like from the inside, you're in the right place.
Welcome to the Build Log. I've been working on a new premium tint brand, and before anything launches, it has to look right. When you're selling premium, every detail has to justify it, right down to the towels. Now we're gonna make magic happen. So we got the shipment finally came for the Shield Me towels, and we're gonna be taking images of them. So we're gonna be offering 2 towels in the beginning. One of them is gonna be an all-purpose towel for like the interior, for windows here and there. And then one of them, it's specifically designed for towels to prevent lint or any streaks from going on the glass, especially if we're gonna be working with window glass. Then this is one of the reasons why I wanted to offer it. We wanted to offer this towel. So we are gonna be having 2 towels, see how they do. We're gonna be putting them in a kit. And yeah, so right now we are gonna be taking pictures, and I had the option to buy I think they sell them in Amazon, the boxes. So they sell boxes, I think they call them light boxes. I didn't decide to buy that. I wanted a little bit more control. So altogether, all of this was like 50 bucks, but it's because I bought extra equipment. And essentially, like, if I need to make it bigger, then I can make it bigger because I have plenty of the white sheets, and then the foam boards. If I want to put a top to it, then I'm able to do that. So if we take pictures of, like, in the future, if we decide to do like ceramic coating, or if we decide to take pictures of certain rolls, or if in the future we decide to do color PPF, then I'm gonna have the ability to actually be able to take images, and I'm not gonna be constrained by a box. So it's a Raggedy Jink DIY softbox, light box. But yeah, it's gonna give me a little bit of control. And again, at the end, we're gonna fix the image to whatever needs to be fixed, so people are not gonna see the background, they're not gonna see the imperfections, and yeah, we'll just show you the process more than anything. For like the all-purpose, we're gonna be offering yellow. Eventually, if it makes sense, we're gonna be offering other colors, because I know that some people, they use like yellow for the interior, and then they use like black for the rims, blue for like something else, for like the body or whatever. So I was also getting different samples from different manufacturers, actually a lot of samples. So yeah, so I ended up sticking with the long short pile microfiber towel, different weights. This one is edgeless, but it's a little too thick and it doesn't make sense right now. So I just went with the all-purpose and the glass one. So let's go ahead and get them. All right, so this is the shipment. It was 8 boxes. So this is gonna be the glass towel in a light blue. I'm not sure if in the future we're gonna be offering the gray, because I know we have a gray option, but I wanna see how they came out. So 16 by 16 inches. I'm gonna take a pack so I'm able to take the images. And then this one, I'm assuming it's the yellow towels. Oof. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 of these, and we'll just go from there. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be sticking the labels. That way in the future, if we do buy more inventory, we wanna get rid of the oldest inventory first, because it doesn't make sense to just, all right, we have this box, but we buy new inventory, and then this just gets stored in the back, because eventually with time, like anything, stuff always degrades. So we wanna prevent that. I created a simple system. The SKU that we're gonna carry for us, any notes, so like what the product is, it's a 16 by 6 all-purpose towel in the color yellow. The lot number, internal to us, and then the data was received, which was yesterday. Really doesn't matter where you stick it. Reality, I could also stick it here. All right, now it's actually been a while since I've taken images, so I don't even know what images I'm gonna take. So I asked ChatGPT. ChatGPT recommended that I take a single product image, so like one towel by itself, and then multiple, so they're gonna be stacked. and then close up of like the texture and how it's gonna look like. So we'll just see how it comes out. All right, so we'll start with the glass ones. The bad thing is that some of them kind of look wrinkled, but I have a steamer. So I turn off the main lights from the office because usually like homes, offices, warehouses, they have lights that tend to be a little bit warmer. That's why like on video sometimes, like if you pull out your phone, sometimes it comes out a little orangey, a little yellowy. I made sure to turn off the lights so I have controlled lighting. This light up here, that one's measured at 5500 Kelvin. And then this one right now is 49 to match the warehouse. So all I'm gonna do is just match it to the setting at 55. I'm gonna make sure that the camera settings are the same, which I forgot how to use the settings. All right, so we should be finishing up. The good thing about this one, it is one of the main colors. You like the RGB, so there's red. Wait, is it the main color? RGB, that's red, green, blue. But I know yellow's the primary color, right? Yeah. Something like that, something like that. So for this one, all I have to do is take an image of one set of towels. So like for example, if they were red, it would be super easy to change. Because I know like in Photoshop, you just select the color you want to change. For example, yellow, and then now you can make it the color of the other towels. You could even make them black and white. So I just had to take images for one set of towels and then we should be good.
Building a brand is way harder than it looks. Even something as simple as a box can take days, sometimes weeks, just to get it right. And even when you think you nailed it, there's always a chance something slips through.
All right guys, so we have a quick update with the box. The boxes finally came. So we got this shipment I think a week ago. I don't know if you remember the old box that we used to do it. You put the cover, boom. And then the first part of the order is complete. So it's a lot different. I know that on the inside, it's a lot more flush. So you're not gonna have the box ripping up during shipping. And then it actually looks nice. It really does look nice. And so we were able to get the 20, 40, and 60 inch size for the window tint. And then for the PPF and the windshield protection film, we were able to get the 60 inch, but the box is a little bit bigger because the rose tends to be a little bit bigger. However, I know that there's an oopsie with the packaging. So everything is nice, the sizing, everything is nice, but there's a small typo that, oh, there's a typo, but if you look here, everything is spelled correctly, except here. Instead of it being advanced, it says advanced.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
So it's missing a D, and that's for all the boxes. That's a small oopsie, but other than that, everything else looks really good. And I figured out the packaging, how it's gonna be packaged. I also figured out how to use the machine, the straps. So essentially, as soon as someone places an order, this is what they would get. And we have been sending some of the boxes, even though it has the oopsie, it's not gonna make or break the business. It really isn't. It's just, they're probably gonna be like, it's maybe just a typo or something, a manufacturing defect, but we have the label, the Shield Me. This happens to be the training film series. It tells us what percent it is, 20%, 20 by 100 feet. And then it has a QR code for easy purchase, because I know that in the app, once you go into your dealer dashboard, you're able to order materials just by scanning them. So super efficient, super good looking, and yeah, ready to go. But let me show you where the mistake happened. I wanted to test out the quality. So I ordered 50 units for the 20 inch, 50 units for 40 inches, 25 units for the 60 inch window tint box, and then 50 units for the bigger boxes, whether it's PPF or it's windshield protection film. In total, 50, that's already 100 plus 50, 150, so like around 175 units. But let me show you where it actually went wrong. The person that was doing our packaging, he sent me this file. It looked like this. Now, nothing is necessarily wrong with it. However, when we were to go print it out, if you see here, one of the sides of the walls would be upside down. So just imagine this is the top one, this is the side, and this is the other side. So top and then this side would be good, but then the top side, because it's oriented, like everything is like uniform, then the minute we fold the box, that side would be upside down. Message the person that was doing our artwork. I messaged that one side is upside down, if you could just switch it. He did. I opened the file, I just glanced that the orientation was good, it was good, and I improved it. However, I don't know what happened, that in the text, the D on the new file was gone. But because I just overlooked it, I didn't I didn't really dig down and look at the file. I just the only switch that needed to happen was one of the sides needed to go the other way. And when I opened it, it looked good, and I approved it, and I just sent it over to get it printed. So that's what happened. It's a learning lesson, because now I know that it doesn't matter if it's just a small tweak. I still have to look at every single thing for the artwork if it's gonna go get printed. Because imagine it was like an order of 1,000 units, 10,000 units, and that would have sucked. That would have sucked for sure. But that's the update with the boxes. We are gonna be shipping out the products in it's really nice packaging. I really like it. It looks nice. It's gonna bring eyeballs to shield me. So if someone's out tinting, then they're probably gonna see the box. Or if someone goes to the shop, then people are gonna start associating shield me with like window tint, PPF. So
It's frustrating because these are the things no one ever sees, but they matter just as much as the product itself.
While Alexis was buried in his new brand details, I had to shift gears back to operations. Inventory was getting tight, Amazon orders were backing up, and at that point, there's no time to delegate. You just jump in and start moving.
We're gonna meet in a bit. So if I can have everyone just for a bit, as you can see, I am here. Hopefully it's not too much of a, what do you call it? Too intrusive. I'm coming in to just overall help with Cindy with the overall process of production and FBA. I know that it's extremely important right now, especially as we approach holiday season, to get the FBA stuff out to the point where I'm here, and I'm also going to be helping with FBA too. Or if we need a cut, I can also do that as well. So it's to that extent of a importance that FBA gets out, and so that's why I am here. With that being said, I know that we're also running into, I wouldn't say issues or problems, but we're running out of stock every so often of things. I feel like it makes sense if we're all responsible for our station in terms of like making sure that we have things in stock, or at the very least if we're running low, mentioning it so then at least we could purchase it. Does that make sense? Because whoever's in that station, we know what it is that we use, and if we look at what we have and we see that we're low, we could just mention it and then it'll be purchased, so then we don't run into that issue of things running out of stock. I think that would help a lot. What do you guys think? Yeah? Cool? Yeah? Awesome. So with that, that's the purpose of this little note. Just write down all the items that we use for that station, and then so at least there could be a list, and then I'll just make a list to where we're able to add, or we could just mention it to whoever's responsible, like Cindy or myself, to purchase more. So I guess if right now we could just, and if that's why I said not everyone's gonna use it. So if we could just get a list of item of everything that we use on each station, and then if you could just give it back to me, so then I could just make the list. Cool? Everything, the boxes, essentially everything that we use. Let's see. What's there? I guess we could just ignore for now because we just go by eye, huh? What's running low? And then yeah, I think every Tuesday, because I know Mondays we're very busy. And so Tuesday, at least it gives us some time to order. Because if we do it on Friday, I have the tendency to forget, which is bad, and it's an excuse. But Tuesday, I think, makes the most sense. Huh? Deja vu. Have we had this meeting before? No, huh? Damn, okay, that's crazy. You make a lot of sense. I love that, you're funny. So if we go ahead and do that, and so every Tuesday we'll just check what we have if we're running low, and then we'll just mention it to Cindy. And then with that, because I'm here, I know that everyone's very busy, So I know that with Bethany and then with Alona, I'm just gonna be working very closely with you guys. So just that we're all good. Cool? Any questions? So I guess whenever, I know it's almost it's almost break time, so I guess whenever you guys have the ability to, bring those to me. Cool? It's actually break time, so if you guys wanna head out. 2 minutes early. Cool, thank you guys. Ladies.
That's just how the weeks go around here. Some things work,
Some things don't, and the business keeps moving either way.